So you're interested in winning government contracts, and this is the perfect video for you because I'm going to show you exactly how to get registered in Sam.gov so that you can start winning government contracts. If you're new to this channel, first like the video, show your boy some love, subscribe to the channel to stay tuned, and definitely hit the notification bell. That way you are updated every time I release a new video on government contracting. So my goal is to give you the freshest knowledge and the highest level strategies for you to implement in your business to win government contracts. There's some links in the description below. You can get some free resources there. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use, Sam.gov, right? If you're new to government contracting, then you probably don't know that before Sam.gov, there was a Beta Sam, right? So Beta Sam has now officially been updated to Sam.gov. So Sam.gov is a combination of, FBO, right? FPDS, and Sam, right? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get registered in Sam. Let me go ahead and jump on the screen share and show you guys. As you can see on my screen right there, this is Sam.gov, right? So what I was talking about a second ago was, so they essentially added, FBO, which is right there, and FPDS, and put these two all on Sam.gov. Usually in the past, you would have to go, to the old Sam.gov to get registered, right? Then you'll have to go to FBO, which was Beta Sam, to find contracts. Then you will go to FPDS, to do market research. Now you can do all three of those things: get registered, find contracts, and look at data all on Sam.gov, right? So the first thing you're gonna want to do when you come to this new database is, based on where you're at. If you're brand new, you just say get started. If you're already an existing company in the government market and you have, your DUNS number, your case code already, and you need to renew your registration, right? You will click renew entity registration, which is this one right here, right? So let's assume that you are brand new, right? What you would do is you will come here and just click get started. On get started, it will tell you the fundamentals, what you need, right? You probably already know you need a DUNS number, right? So you gotta go through the process and apply for a DUNS number. It takes about 1 to 2 business days, to get your DUNS number after applying for it. After you apply for your DUNS number, right, you want to now prepare your data, which means, getting your IRS, your TIN validation, right? And then getting your cage code, and then the end cage code is for international business, right? But we're not doing that. But overall, you want to essentially get your DUNS number as the first thing, and then you go to Sam.gov, right? You create an account in login.gov, and then you now start your registration process, right? So let's actually do this right now. Let's go to, first, when you come here, right, you're gonna want to sign in. If you don't have an account, that's when you go to login.gov, which is, where is it at? Login.gov, right? Open a different tab. Right, which is this right here, where you're able to create an account, right? Create an account. Okay. So once you create the account, right, you're gonna come here to workspace. You click the workspace. When you're in workspace, it's gonna allow you to get registered. You see I have 2 companies, right? They're both registered in there, they're fully active. If you click register entity, right, that's what you need to do. You click register entity. Now it's gonna bring you here. And this page right here, this is what the old Sam.gov looks like. So from here, everything is the exact same the way it used to be, right? So you're gonna come in here and press start registration, right? Then you press continue, and let me go previous. Over here, when it says start registration, it tells what you're gonna need. You're gonna need your DUNS number. That's the first thing. Then you need your TIN number, right, which is IRS validation. Then you're gonna need your bank account information. You're routing an accounting number because they want to transfer money to your account, right? That's how they're gonna pay you. If you're doing international business, then you gotta get this stuff done right there. If you're not, just press continue, right? On this page, you're gonna click, you are a business or organization and you want to be able to bid on federal contracts. And you go next. Then from there, right, I'm not gonna do the whole application with you because I have other videos showing you guys how to, get this part done, because this process right here did not change. It was only how you got to this page is what changed, right? So you're gonna press next. And then you're gonna start putting information. You're gonna put your DUNS number in there, put your legal company, your address, and you press next. And then you're gonna have to start, going to each of these tabs and filling everything out, right? Right there under the cage code, right, or end cage code, they're gonna ask you, do you have a cage code? You wanna say no because you're applying for a cage code, right? So when you apply this, you're gonna say, I don't have a cage code. I have a DUNS number, but not a cage code. Then they're gonna give you a cage code, right? Down your reps and certs, I believe that's where you put your, let me see. Yeah, go through all this, answer these FAR questions, all these FAR clauses. For the most part, this is going to be no. Based on if you're like brand new, it's most likely going to be no, to be honest, right? And then general information, your NICS codes are going to be right there. You pick your NICS codes and so on. Just overall, go through the entire application. When you get to the end, just press submit, and it will submit the application, to get registered in SAM. And the purpose for this registration is to get you a cage code, right? So you have a business. With your business, you need a DUNS number and a cage code to bid federal contracts, right? So you get your DUNS number from DNB, Dun & Bradstreet. That's the DUNS number, right? Then from there, you use the DUNS number, to not apply for your cage code, right? Which is in Sam.gov. When you apply for your cage code, right, there's going to be two phases. The first phase is where they're going to look at DUNS number to make sure the information matches, right? That's called your TIN validation, right? They want to just make sure all the information is correct. Once everything is correct, they're now going to proceed to the second phase, which is now your cage code review, right? They're going to go through that process. They're going to review all your data information and then give you a cage code. Now, they're going to email you and say, hey, I need you to verify this information, okay? And it's going to happen after you have the email that your TIN validation was successful, okay? So after you apply, right, this is the sequence of things. After you finish your application, after it's finished, wait a few days, they're going to email you saying, no, you passed your TIN validation, right? Then a few days later or so, they're going to email you again saying, can you verify this information? Now, they might not email you and they might email you, right? We don't know. It's based on your application, but they'll essentially email you, say, hey, can you verify this information that you inputted? It might be your address, might be the name of the company, right? Just verify the data and then respond to the email. Once you respond, they would then push your application through, right? The process usually takes about, let's say, like 2 weeks or so to go through, from not having a SAM registration to having it and applying for everything and going through different verification processes, right? So about 2 weeks or so. So in about 2 to 3 weeks, you should be ready to bid on federal contracts, okay? So that being said, this is essentially Sam.gov. Nothing has really changed. It's just how you got to this page to apply, right? Now, if you want to renew your entity, what you would do is just come click renew entity, right? And then go through the entire process. I believe you have to pick the company that you want to do, right? And then when you pick the company, you then, select them and then you go through and renew the entity, right? So overall, that's essentially, the process. Everything else in SAM is the exact same. If you want to find contracts, you want to essentially come here and click contract opportunities, right? And then go in there and put your different searches in, or advanced search, it brings you here. Then you use the filtration system, which is the filter by, and then add your different things you want to search and go through there. You want to find your sources sought, your RFIs, requests for proposals, requests for quotations, right? You want to essentially go use the filters to really make your searches more finite and more targeted, right? So that's essentially it, to be honest. It's not really that hard, just that it looks different, okay? And I think that everybody should at least go to Sam.gov, and I would just say, just start clicking buttons, right? Clicking buttons, and eventually you understand everything. You're like, okay, this makes sense. Nothing really changed. It's just that, the homepage changed, okay? So hope you guys some value from this video. I have some other videos where I show you how to actually, do the application part of the registration. So if you want to do the application part of it, right? Find another video. I'll link the video at the end of this where I show you how to get registered in the old SAM. And in the old SAM, right, it's obviously a different dashboard, but the questions in the registration is going to be the exact same, right? What I mean is, once you come here and do, go back to workspace and register entity, and you go through this process right there, right? Start registration. From here, where you start, literally from right here, this entire part, from right there, right from this first page, nothing has changed. This is exact same as it was, a few years ago, right? You go through this whole process. I have a video that essentially takes you through this entire process, right? And shows you step by step exactly what to say, what to do, okay? So I'm gonna add the video on the end of this one, so get some value from this video. Again, like the video, or leave me a comment, leave a review, I don't know, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Overall, show me some love, because I do want to help you guys, right? And it lets me know that you guys value what I'm providing. So definitely, tap in, and also in the descriptions below, there's additional resources for you to leverage, to win government contracts, okay? So that being said, you're one contract away. Go out there and dominate, and let's go. It's going to be a great year. Let's make it happen. Let's win some contracts and take our businesses to the next level. You want contract away? I'm out.